realistically approximation, which sometimes falls flat, but otherwise, if you try to take a pain to understand the original abstract meaning, it's a quite perspective. It has a very interesting thing. There is also a thing about Rahul being a straight shooter, which is a very good thing to be, one would think. But again, I'm reminded of a poor English doctor who came in the 18th century, and he was very upset because he said in India, being straight is an insult, because he understood that being Siddha is not the mean, and Siddha Sada is not exactly a compliment in many Indian languages. So being straight and being Siddha Sada actually is good in a much wider context, and it's not a sign of naivety or anything. Of course, there are statements by other leaders which make statements like we were ashamed of being born in India and are simply born in India. I personally have never felt that, so I can't comment on such statements because I have always been very proud to be an Indian, but we can read that to those people. The complex games of identity politics are, of course, highlighted over and over again. That the reality of politics in India, as Professor Devi pointed out, is very different from the kind of ideas that Rahul is trying to propound. Now, whether we will actually move or will assume that the masses, as the book keeps on pointing out, can be swayed by stories and images rather than by reason. That we are destined to live in a Hobbesian, nasty, brutish, sectarian divisions. Or do we have an alternative of the kind that is proposed by this seemingly muddled young man? Being muddled, as I mentioned, is actually a good thing, because there are no finite answers